Good morning. Welcome all of you. Namaste. So this morning we are going to discuss a very important topic. Of course, that is a very worthiest topic. So we must know that is on self-giving. The topic of discussion for this morning will be on self-giving. Very interesting topic that must be known because most of the time we don't know what really we speak of, what really we know, and what really we do. There is a great difference between our doings and thinkings, our talkings and of course performing. There is a huge gap. There is a big gulf between them because we don't know what really we are doing. Sometimes just we pretend. Mother says don't pretend be. So it is the time, high time to become instead of pretending, not to achieve instead of dreaming. So this is the time. But here thing is that most of the time people who are in this path, of course, maybe raw, maybe newcomers, of course, they don't know, they don't have the idea that what really the term we know by this phrase self-giving. So for them, of course, it will be a new topic one. Of course, you give entirely, you open yourself, you surrender yourself, you give completely. That is what the secret of this yoga. So when we give ourselves completely, the thing is that the divine will take care of all. There will be no place for the ego that must be replaced by the single-minded aspiration. And when the divine will take care of everything, when we have submitted, we have surrendered with the divine, then the ultimately the victory is ultimately certain. So this morning we are going to discuss the important topic that is on self-giving. Of course, we'll start from the mother quotes on self-giving. That is a beautiful page here for discussion. There is no joy more perfect than to give oneself totally to that which is greater than oneself. Totally, integrally, perfect. There is no joy more perfect than to give oneself totally. So to give oneself perfectly, that it has its joy and it has got its perfection, of course. To whom? To somebody, he is greater than oneself. But thing is that to greater than himself means greater than me. No, no. You have to consider of the universalization that concept must become. So Mother Course, to whom greater than oneself means what really it indicates. Mother Course, these are the four aspects Mother concentrates upon: God, supreme origin, divine presence, and absolute truth. Four things Mother Course in term of her explanation: God, supreme origin, divine presence, and absolute truth. It does not matter in what name we give him or through what aspect we must easily approach him. That does not matter. Mother has given four names like God, supreme origin, divine presence, and absolute truth. So it does not matter in which name, which form, which format you are really proceeding. But thing is that you have to give yourself because he is the supreme. To forget totally is an integral consecration, is the surest path towards realization, towards the spiritual and supramental realization. The most truest and shortest path is that the integral consecration, that is the greatest path, that is the surest path. So what we have to do, we must give completely. There must be joy and perfection. Again, any name, any form we can assume, we can, that it does not matter, like God, supreme truth, supreme origin, divine presence, absolute truth. And again, any name, any aspect, any form, that does not matter. We have to reach and forget oneself totally, that we have given completely. So what is there for remained? There is nothing remained, so that we can feel it is ours. To forget oneself completely in the integral consecration, the term is used, that is integral consecration. If it is done, that is the surest path towards realization. Again, Mother, beautiful quotes. How beautiful, grand, simple, calm, everything becomes. Four words your mother has quoted: beautiful, how beautiful, second is grand, third is simple, then calm. Everything when everything becomes when one thoughts, our thoughts turn towards the divine, and we give ourselves to the divine. We think of the divine, our thoughts, and we give to the divine. Then if it is done entirely, integrally, just imagine four things are there behind this concept. How beautiful, how grand, how simple, how calm is everything. So that giving to the divine, and our entirely our thoughts also to the divine, that is a big issue. Give yourself entirely to the divine, and you will see the end of your troubles. Troubles are troubling us. That's why we are getting troubled. So when we feel that is the natural phenomenon. Troubles come where there is divinity, there is stupidity. You people who are actually following this path, you will face more trouble. So give yourself completely to the divine, and you will see end of all the troubles. Again, Mother quotes, give yourself up entirely, give yourself up. It is the best way of finding yourself. Give yourself up, that is the best way of finding yourself. Self giving is a true prayer. Just imagine, very small sentence, almost it is almost one of the shortest sentences so far we have come across, but it deserves the worthiest meaning, very hard meaning. Self giving is the true prayer. Many ways we have seen the prayer work done in true spirit, and then let us work as we pray, for indeed work is the body space prayer for the divine. Prayer is the shortest route to reach the divine. Love and prayer of course go together. Many ways we have seen the prayer, but Mother defines in a very shortest possible way. Self giving is the true prayer. Again, the question comes, how we will give ourselves. What is the mode of integral self-giving? Total self-giving, what is the mode? Mother quotes three modes, or three typical modes of the self-giving to the divine. Mother has quoted, it must be taken care of, it must be understood in perfect manner. To prostrate oneself at his feet, Sastanga Pranama, prostrate at his feet, giving up all pride, perfect humility, in perfect humility. Entire ego must be replaced, giving up all the pride. In pride, instead of pride, there will be perfect humility, and to lay prostrate upon his feet, there must be no ego, no pride, no getting grumbling, and of course, no getting smaller meanness. So that must be the with the perfect humility. Second, to unfold one's being before him, because we are now folded. Another course, to unfold one's being before him, open one's whole body from head to feet, entire body. That is now right now it is closed. We have to open it from head to feet. As one opens a book, like a open book, we have to open the entire body from head to feet, entire body, and again exposing one's centers so as to make all their movements visible in a complete sincerity that allows nothing to remain hidden entirely, like the book is open, so that your body, your entire being will be open. So anything, anybody can come, and without any problem, without any hesitation, he can read from A to Z. Again, number third mode, Mother quotes, to nestle in his arms, to nestle in his arms. Mother has quoted, keep sheltered in my arms, they will protect you against everything. Love in her was greater than the universe. The whole world could take in refuge in her single heart. So Mother is as vast as the universe. Mother has quoted Sri Aurobindo. Who can understand Sri Aurobindo? He is as vast as the universe. His teachings are limitless. So this vastness is being possessed this by this vast universal supramental avatar Mother and Sri Aurobindo. So take shelter, take nestle in his arms, to merge in him in a loving and absolute trust. Love and trust must be there. So for that, what really these are the three typical modes. Of course, Mother has called upon, Mother has displaced, Mother has showed us, put in on before us. Then again, Mother quotes, these movements may be accompanied by three formulas. Again, three formulas, which are one of them according to the case. Number one, let thy will be done and not mine. Only divine will be done. Jatha nijuktasmi tatha karomi. Like this. So let thy will be done and not mine. Number one. Number two will be, as thou willst and as thou willst, let thy will be done. And human will and the divine will can be made with one. Human thought could echo the thought of the God's thought. Then man might be all-knowing and omnipotent. For that, all-knowing and omnipotent, till then we just describe and ascribe that is the divine. Here, this same thing, there is a possibility you can also become God, because really you are God, because the seed of the Godhead sleeps in the human breast. Then number three, I am thine for eternity. I am thine not for this birth or today or tomorrow, for the entire eternity, from the time beginning when the time has started and now even later. Generally, when these movements are done in the true way, that is the condition, they are followed by a perfect identification, a dissolution of the ego. Ego will be dissolved, giving rise to the sublime felicity. When ego is there, you can have some glimpse of the joy, but not the true, of course, felicity. But once this ego is gone, these modes and these movements are being observed in true way, then you will get the sublime felicity. Then how shall I give? What shall I give? That is the next question. Mother quotes, with your thought, give all your thoughts. With your heart, give your feelings. With your body, give your work. So physically, mentally, and vitally, you have to surrender everything. Through thought, give your thoughts. With your heart, give your feelings. With your body, give your work. That is what the secret. Again, one question comes, then what about the psychic? Mother beautifully explains, all is above all the words, all the thoughts, no wording, no thought above them, and the luminous silence of the aspiring faith, that is aspiring faith, give yourself totally, unreservedly, absolutely to the Supreme Lord of all existence, and He will make of you what He wants to be. Be the instrument, be the servant, be the slave to the divine. And when we are surrendered, consecrated in His and given in His hand, He will drive everything. When we will speak that let thy will be done, I am here to do thy will, then naturally He will prepare the base and He will prepare everything. Again, the soul also, that also integrally it will take care of. And you will see there is a greater joy, there is no greater joy than to serve the divine. That is what we have to see. Again, we'll next page, we'll go a little bit into the Sri Aurobindo's writing on self-giving. To give in oneself is the secret of sadhana. Sometimes we pretend, I have given everything. That is what words. That is talking only absolute superficial words. It contains nothing. To give in oneself is the secret of sadhana, not to demand and acquire a thing. I have given, for everything I have given, whatever is done for you, that may be death or life, whatever you choose for me, that is permitted, and that is actually good for me. This tendency must be there. Only the one who give everything enjoys the divine all everywhere. We see this is a in temple, that is the presence of the God, but out of the temple we feel nothing, because there is something, some result. We analyze, we think, we feel with our mental, vital, and physical. That's what creating the problem. Anyway, only the one who offers his whole nature finds the self. Whole nature, if it is offered to the divine, and he who has done, he of course finds the self. Again, only a supreme self-abandonment attains the supreme. Otherwise, there is no other goal. Simply, we are moving because everybody is moving. Of course, people are ignorant; they are not coming because you are coming. Some people we are asked, "What for you are going?" That is what the divine will, and moreover, they don't know what for it is giving. But thing is that before going, let us be little bit conscious. Only a supreme self-abandonment attains to the supreme. Every moment and each moment of our being is to be resolved into a continuous and devoted self-giving to the eternal. Continuous, number one. Second one, devoted self-giving to the eternal. And that must be done at every moment and in every moment of our being. That is the way resolved. May our entire life become a ceaseless worship of the Mother. It must be done, it must be carried out, it must be worked out. That is what. To the soul, because physically, mind, and mentally, vitally, we have seen, to the soul, and that wholly gives itself to Him, to the Lord, to the divine. God also gives Himself altogether. So it is also a matter of the soul, part of the soul. When you give yourself, gives completely without reservation, without demand, without condition. This is what the principle.